Hello creative travelers, and welcome to the very first A Traveler's Backpack video in the A Traveler's Backpack playlist, or series I should call it, in which I hope to share several tips and ideas and art practices, art and journaling practices that you can put in your backpack and take along with you through everyday life when you maybe need a bit of guidance, you need a bit of inspiration. Today I'm sharing with you 3 art and journaling prompts, practices. We have one colored pencil one, we have one watercolor one, and we have one just writing in your journal kind of one. And yeah, these are here to hopefully help you soothe anxiety. It is here to hopefully take the edge off and invite in a bit more calm, a bit more peace, and a bit more self-love. Shall we dive in? We shall dive in. I hope you enjoy it. Often, anxiety doesn't need answers. It needs to be hugged, validated, and to be felt. The practices I'm sharing with you today aren't about fixing or controlling anything. They are rather about cultivating enough self-care and self-love that the noise and discomfort quiets on its own. The first one is a watercolor practice, and don't worry, you don't need any skills in order to do this. You just need a few basic supplies like watercolor paper, a few colors you like, a brush, and some water. Start with choosing colors that feel good to look at, colors that feel warm and gentle and that can quietly lift your mood. Don't overwhelm yourself with choices, pick 3 or 4. This practice is all about letting the paint untie the knots in your mind, the knots that cause overwhelm, stress, and anxiety. The thing I love about watercolor is that it's so free. It kind of has a mind of its own. You can't fully control it, which works wonders when you're in need of letting go and find the flow yourself. In this case, make sure your paper is wet before you begin, and then gently start tapping and brushing in your colors of choice in no particular order. Let the colors dance, let the water push and pull, flow and release. Try to focus and follow the movements on your paper and let it take up your attention. Because somewhere in that movement, when I do this practice for myself at least, my thoughts begin to untangle. Not because I force them to, but because my attention has found something kinder to focus on, something calm and beautiful and freeing. You can go over this as many times as you like and make as many layers as you like. I can only recommend that you dry the layers in between so that your colors keep their vibrancy. And once you're happy with your dancing layers, take a look at your little piece. Notice the small shapes, the details, the tiny moments of beauty that you didn't plan. Emphasize them with more brush strokes, drawing on them, or write kind affirmations to yourself that feel like a hug. Let your mind become busy with noticing and highlighting the present, because the secret to calm and soothing anxiety is letting go of the future and find peace in what is. I also find this little practice a beautiful reminder that even in chaos, there are things worth noticing and beauty to be explored. Anxiety often grows when we don't stop to listen. For this practice, we will journal about what feels heavy, not to solve it, but to acknowledge it. So, start by noticing what the anxiety actually feels like in your body, the physical sensation of it, and then try to write down why you think it's there. What are the thoughts, the experiences, and the core of the anxiety right now? Sometimes relief also comes before the words do, because choosing to sit with yourself instead of rushing past your feelings is an act of care and self-love. We can get so caught up in the bad feelings, asking, why am I feeling this way, or I don't want to feel this way, when what we might actually need is to sit with them and gently give our inner child a hug. Once you've written down the heaviness and allowed yourself to feel it, you can begin to invite in a little bit of love. I picture my inner child, little Frederike, carrying these emotions, and I write what she needs to hear to feel seen, loved, and supported, and to find a more hopeful perspective. So in short, write what worries you, let yourself feel the discomfort, trace it back to where it comes from, and then respond with kindness and with care. This practice is such a comforting reminder that you can be in discomfort without abandoning yourself. For this last practice, we use colored pencils and our journal. Instead of words, we will give stress and anxiety shape. Take a moment to notice what your anxiety feels like right now, its weight, its movement and energy. Then choose 3 to 4 colors, moving from darker tones that reflect the heaviness to lighter ones that feel comforting and safe. I invite you to try and choose colors that reflect the physical sensation of the anxiety in your body. We will try to let the colors speak for us. Fill the page with squiggly lines, sharp edges, and strange forms. This isn't about making something pretty, it's about connecting the physical feeling of anxiety to the marks on the page. Start with the darker colors, and as you keep drawing, slowly invite in the lighter ones. Not to erase what you feel, but to guide yourself gently from the discomfort toward care and validation. There is no room for overthinking or overcomplicating steps here. It's just about movement, about pressure, and color flowing through your hands. This shift doesn't remove the storm, but it can remind you that calm doesn't have to come after the storm. It can exist within it. You don't need to feel better for this to work. Actually, I highly recommend for you to try this at some point when you're in the midst of your discomfort. Neither do you need clarity or motivation. These practices are about choosing softer, healthier ways to show up for yourself, especially when things feel hard. We often reach for distraction when discomfort arises. So together, let's practice reaching for self-love instead. Carry these little art and journaling tools with you in your traveler's backpack and return to them when anxiety, worry, or stress weighs heavy. You are allowed to feel what you feel, and you're also very courageous for facing it with gentleness and vulnerability. I'd love to hear, are there any art practices or journaling prompts that you like to use when life feels overwhelming? I invite you to share it in the comments. Maybe somebody can become inspired by you. Let's feel, create, and grow together, one emotional world at a time.